Welcome to week 1 of the season. Let's take a look at this week's SEL skill. We're looking at relationship skills, learning names, and making friends. Some tips we have is to encourage players to use each other's names in every game. Also, make connections between players when they like the same things. Now let's take a look at this week's soccer skills. This week's skill is passing. Try out the sweet spot pass. Focus on hitting the sweet spot of your foot, in the inside of your foot. Don't use your toes, say no to toes, and follow through with your pass. Ready for an advanced skill? Try distance passing. Have the players stand farther apart and give more power to their pass. Continue to focus on using the inside of your foot. Now let's take a look at day 2, passing. Let's focus on making an L with your feet. Plant your non-kicking foot next to the ball with its toes pointed where you want the ball to go. Lock your kicking foot's ankle so it's pointed and makes an L shape when lined up at the heel of your non-kicking foot. Then complete your sweet spot pass. Ready for a challenge? Try 1-touch and 2-touch passing. 2-touch passing, 1 touch is trapping the ball and the second is passing. With 1-touch passing, the ball is still moving when you kick it. Now let's take a look at this week's game. In day 1, your warm-up is favorites, unopposed game is pass the conversation, and the opposed game is gates, ending with your 25-minute scrimmage. Then, on day 2, your warm-up is the handshake game, unopposed game is numbers passing, and opposed game is king's cone, finishing with scrimmage. Take some time to review these games and the reflection questions afterward. Now, introducing our Captain's Corner for your team leaders. Now remember, even if you don't have TTL captains, you can still choose team leaders to help you support practice. During your first practice of the week, make sure to show your team leaders this week's goal, to be able to name all players. Then, choose jobs for each team leader so that they can support you during practice. And, when you practice the soccer skill, if they're ready, give them the advanced soccer skill to practice. At the end of the week, fill out the coach's comments to reflect on how the leaders did this week, and then touch base with your TTL coach to pass on your comments. And just a reminder, the UI Curriculum website, www.uicoach.org, is in business. Check it out and have the curriculum on the go as you're coaching. And finally, after you've reviewed the curriculum, fill out this week's prep form to check your understanding and receive your planning pay. Program managers will input your hours after they've reviewed the responses.
It's time to play and have fun!